Thank you very much. Let me just set up here. Check one, check two, check three.
Good to me. Can everybody hear Ken Grobe?
Am I being recorded for the Right Club podcast found on iTunes?
You are being recorded for the Right Club podcast on iTunes.
Thank you very
and
much.
For our YouTube channel. So if you want to give your good side to the camera that's there at your 3 o'clock, there you go. Right Club audience, are you ready for the first reader of the evening? Make some noise!
Thank you guys very much. Thanks to Casey and Steven.
Ted, are you ready to do your piece?
I'm preparing for a talk, and I'm so glad you guys do get it.
We'll see Ken Grobe with his piece. You in 3, 2, 1. Here's your time, you bastard. Yeah.
Friends, thank you very much for coming tonight. I stand in front of you because I want to ask a fundamental question, and that question is, how do others view us? What is that, that second person point of view by which the world perceives character? How is it created? What I'm trying to get down to is what makes you, you, right? It's almost by chance. I kind of came up with an idea for this, and thank God, because I'm on deadline, that barely a week ago, this event came across and just catalyzed my thinking on this completely, and that, of course, was a week and a half ago now, Mother's Day, right? Mothers. What defines our characters more sharply than that very person who raised us and in so many cases gave birth to us? My friends, I hypothesize that whether it's by nurture or nature, it's our mothers who define us, how people see us, our essentia, right? Our differentia, our you. So I'm talking about, this is the first living being that you imprint on, right when you're born, right? Your mother's unique character is going to be affecting your development every way possible from minute one. Here's for instance, let's say your mother was by society's or culture standards unattractive, right? That's going to affect you in some fundamental way, not genetically, but just having a mother who is, say, considered by some unattractive. If your mother was so ugly that she could make a freight train take a dirt road, just for instance. Imagine if you were born to a woman so hideous that when she walks by a Walgreens, they start laying out their Halloween candy. Just thinking about it. Did the mirrors in your bathroom, in her bathroom rather, say, viewer discretion advised? Do you recall ever going to a Taco Bell with your mother and watching everyone run for the border? Anyone? How can that not create the unique snowflake that each of you are? Ironclad proof abounds. You think about the Freudians. That's one of a mode of thinking that is universally realized across the world. They're practicing universally appreciated theory that credits sexual behavior as a key determinant of personality, right? For instance, it's textbook Freudian to ask that whether or not it took your mom 10 tries to get her driver's license because she couldn't get used to the front seat. Or if people call her Snickers, right, because she's packed with nuts and really satisfies. Or what if she's like the Bermuda Triangle because they're both swallowed untold semen? Anyone? Okay, so that's not going in a TED Talk. Hang on a second, I'm just making a note. It's these nature-based character flaws that are going to unlock the secrets of our own evolution. Okay, I'm going to give you another example. I think I've got some of you on board, maybe not all of you yet. Take my opponent, Nate Wagner. Okay? He's an accomplished man. He's a literate man. He's a not entirely unattractive man. He's obviously been birthed and raised well. Imagine what it could tell us about the creation of a compassionate, handsome man like Nate Wagner. If, for instance, his mother was so fat the National Weather Service named her farts. I'm just asking these questions. Take one look at Nate Wagner right now and ask yourself this question. Is his mother so fat that when she talks to herself, she has to pay roaming charges? Anyone? Does she eat with a fork? Lift? Right? Did she put Nate through college by selling shade? Could Nate Wagner's mother crack the code of developing better people? I'm sorry, could we crack that code if we discover that Nate's mother is so fat that she backs an overnight bag to run a 50-yard dash? Now, never having met Nate's mother, I couldn't hazard a guess, but could we afford to rule out the possibility that Nate Wagner is the fine man he presents to us today because his mother is so fat that she had to get baptized at SeaWorld? I'm just asking questions. Look, I think I have a little more of you on board, and I think this example is going to get you all on board. Okay, here's a great test for the crowd. Let me get a show of hands. How many have read the Harry Potter books? Okay, leave those hands up. How many people have seen any of the Harry Potter movies? Okay, you liars. All of you have seen them. I'm seeing a shaking head over here, but you know about the Orveur, right? Now here's the question, why? I mean, can you rule out that your interest in Harry Potter came from some deep-rooted matrifamilial need? I mean, how many of you were raised by a mother, let's say, so fat that the sorting hat would have put her in all 4 houses, including the House of Pancakes? Anyone? I don't need to show hands on this, I just want you to think about that. A mother who's so fat that her wand could have been a Slim Jim, or maybe your mother was so dumb that she thought Sirius Black was a satellite hip-hop station. Anybody? No? Was your mother such a hoe that she thought Hogwarts were what she got from having sex with livestock? You don't have to raise your hand, I'm just asking these questions. Now I'm going to wrap up here and say that whether you believe my theory, and I think you do, I think we can all agree, whether or not your mother is so old that she goes on carbon dates, whether she's so greasy that her freckles slipped off, or whether her feet are so big that her shoes have license plates, it's made you who you are. Your mothers, for all their terrible, repugnant, nauseating, disgusting traits, have succeeded in making you the beautiful, gracious crowd that I see before me today. Okay? Especially Nate Wagner, whose mother might be so fat that she has to put her belt on with a boomerang. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.